Okay, so hi everyone. So today, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for joining this session. Um, right, and then today the core focus is on Red Hat certified engineer, especially on enterprise Linux, and we will be talking more about what this course is and how this course will help you to get the Red Hat certified engineer certificate as well, right? Basically, like there are some huge changes that Red Hat has done with respect to certification and all those stuff. So we will discuss all those things, in the next 40 to 50 minutes, right? And so as far as agenda is concerned, so probably I'll just spend just 1 to 2 minutes on Amrita technologies for the students who are who are not aware of Amrita technologies, and then we will jump into the Red Hat certification roadmap because Red Hat has done a tremendous changes in the certification. So you need to understand how the certification, how they have changed the strategy or how they have aligned the certification paths which are aligned to the enterprise job roles, right? And then the next part is what next after your RHCSA. Like if in case you are RHCSA, what should be your next step, right? And then we will jump into the RH342 course, and then we'll talk about what the course contents are and what will be covered in the contents. And then finally, we will wrap up with how Amrita can help you achieve your Red Hat Certified Engineer certification. Right, this is a quick intro of what will be covered in the next 40 to 15 minutes. Right. Yeah. So now who we are? We are training certified Red Hat certified training partner in the last 25 years, and we were uh, training people or students on Red Hat from since 2002 actually. Right, and we have received a lot of awards with respect to certifications, trainings, and engagements with our partners. And we have trained almost like 55,000 students in the last 25 years. And then, since, right, Red Hat is all CLI based, right? So our trainings, whether it is Red Hat trainings or non-Red Hat trainings like Kubernetes or AWS or GCP or shell scripting, whatever other courses, right? All the trainings are all hands-on trainings. So that's only 30% will be theory and 70% will be practical. So that is what our approach is in terms of sharing the knowledge. And then, of course, all these certifications, right, these are all job-oriented trainings that we do, right? And once you do the certification or the training, you will get real-time experience, and then you will be able to crack the interviews with the knowledge that you get from the trainings, right? And of course, coming part to faculty, all the faculties are much more experienced. So we have the 3 to 4 faculties who has 20 plus years of experience and 3 to 4 faculties who are, almost like 15 plus years of experience. So all these faculties comes from real time. They give you a real time experiences, a real time knowledge, real time practical examples so that you can correlate or understand what's happening in the corporate environments. Right? So this is a quick intro of what we do, who we are, and what is our main motto behind running this particular trades, right? And then, as I said, right, what our training approach or learning approach is totally based on hands-on. Even Red Hat trainings are all based on hands-on. So you will get the lab access, Red Hat lab access, where you can access the what you call environment. You can do hands-on experiences, and even right, even all the Red Hat exams are performance-based exams. Those are not MCQ exams, where you will be given challenge and you need to fix the challenge. So that is how the Red Hat exams are. In the same way, the trainings are also purely hands-on. So you will get a lot of hands-on experience, right? Right. So that is how our training approach is. And of course, all the curriculum, whether it is Red Hat or whether it is non-Red Hat, whatever it is, right? So they're all, we follow industry standards, and we give we focus on what is used in real time, right? That's our that's the approach that we take when we are training students. Of course, I said, right, we have experienced faculty. So as I said, right, even I have 20 plus years of experience in training as well as in the IT industry as well. So that's how the real-time faculties will help the students gain the knowledge on the respective technologies, right? Of course, since we are Red Hat certified partners, a lot of companies reach out to us for the placement assistance. Like they will have our partners will reach out to us to filter the candidates uh, the students that we train, right? So they will also help in the placements as well. Like once we have a lot of engagement with our partners, right? So based on those engagements, most of our students are getting placed in a lot of companies around the globe, right? So that's the way how we work and how we teach the students um, in the Amrita technologies, right? So that is a quick intro of what I'm like who we are and what we do and what is our approach in terms of training. And coming part to my experience, I am Aravind. As I said, right, I have 20 plus years of experience and I've been in the industry for almost like 20 years. And I've done various roles starting from system admins, automation engineer, solutions architect, team lead, team managers. So I've done various roles in various companies, right? And my core focus is on application, modernizations, and especially on hybrid cloud. So especially on containers, DevOps, OpenShift, and automation. That's my core expertise, and I help companies and people explore the DevOps technologies, application pipelines, hybrid cloud environments. Right? That's my quick intro of what I do, what I cover, and even in Amrita, I take classes on all of these technologies, starting from RHEL, shell scripting. Like I take classes on AWS, Azure. I take classes on Ansible, OpenShift, and all those latest technologies. So that is a quick intro of what I do and what I deliver yeah, in Amrita Technologies. Right now, so the next topic is on Red Hat certification program. So Red Hat has changed a lot of, they have tremendously changed the way how the certification works in Red Hat. So we will cover those topics. Like we have multiple stages to become an RHCA, right? So we'll cover those in the next couple of minutes, right? So coming part to certifications path, right? So Red Hat has revamped the certification path. So now Red Hat certifications, they have 5 levels. So first level 1 is technologist, level 2 is for system administrators, and level 3 is for engineers, and level 4 are for the one who wants to become a specialist in a particular uh, software or particular topic. And the last one is RHCA, which is Red Hat Certified Architect. So what are these levels and how this will help you? We will cover this. I'll cover this in the next slides. Don't worry. So the certification is now segmented into 5. And then based on that, you have to pick your path. Like if you are from an infrastructure background, you can pick up the infrastructure tools. And if you are from a developer background, you can pick up the developer path. So that will help you to achieve specialization with respect to your interest, right? So again, with respect to these 5 technologies, the key pillars are Linux, Enterprise Linux, Ansible, OpenShift, cloud native applications, and AI. So these are the 5 streams that you can achieve different levels of certifications, right? So why Red Hat has changed this? Why Red Hat has moved into this particular path? The reason is, see, previously when you do Red Hat RHCA certification, right, you can do you can complete RHCE, and then you need to complete any 5 certifications, right? But the problem is, if a company is looking for a, let's say, Ansible engineer, right? They don't look at the the other certifications that you have, right? Whether you are OpenShift certified or VMware certified or any other certification, right? They don't look at other certifications. They look for Ansible knowledge, right? So that is where the certification, the data has changed the certifications path as well. And these paths are more aligned to the decision maker in the industries. Let's say if I have a company and if I wanted to if I wanted to hire a person to manage only RHEL infrastructure, I don't have any OpenShift, I don't have Ansible, I just have a plain vanilla Linux environments. I want to hire a person who has the knowledge on Red Hat Ansible, so Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So I will look for a person who is a Red Hat certified architect only in Linux, right? I don't care about other technologies, right? That is OpenShift or AI or whatever it is, right? My requirement is Ansible. My requirement is Linux, and I look for the people who are certified on Linux. So this kind of approach, right, is more aligned towards industry requirement, and based on these requirements, it is easy for the hiring managers to hire the right skill set, right? So before we go into the you know before we go into the next topics, right, we need to decide the path, whether you want to be into a go into a move into a DevOps role, or you want to stay in the infrastructure role, or you want to move into the cloud native or AI roles. Based on that, you need to choose the right path, right? Then the next question that comes to our mind is, how to choose these paths, like what are the certification that you need to do to achieve these levels, right? Now, so as I said, right, the first level is technologies, level 1, right? So this is very entry level certifications. You don't have any certifications as of now except OpenShift. So only OpenShift has this certification, right? So only OpenShift has 180 and 156. 180 is your OpenShift basic certification, preliminary certification, and 156 is OpenShift virtualization training, right? So apart from OpenShift, you don't have any certifications for Linux or Ansible or cloud native or AI. So if you want to be a technology specialist or level 1 certified engineer, right, you can either choose EX180 or EX156, right? So this is very preliminary entry level certifications. I don't think this is required because I think most of you guys are already RHCSA certified, right? So you need to go to a next level, which is level 3, right? So this is very fundamental or level 1 for the freshers who come out of the who come out of the colleges, right? So that is for them, right? So the next level is level 2, and level 2 again they bifurcated into two parts, two streams. One is system admin and the other one is developer. Again, I don't have to again explain what system admin and developer roles are, right? So system admins are the one who manages the infrastructure or operating systems, and developers are the one who write the code, deploy the applications, build the applications, all those stuff. Now, if you want to become a level 2, either system admin or developer, so here you have to choose whether you want to pick up a system admin path or a developer path, right? So now if you look at the certification portion at the bottom, right, see, I have EX200, right? EX200, which is Red Hat certified system administrator. So that is the level 2 certification that you can do, and in the same certification will help you to achieve in Ansible as well, EX200. So you can do EX200 certifications and you will be what you call level 2 system admin with respect to Linux and Ansible. But for OpenShift, if you want to become a system admin in OpenShift, right, you need to pick up the EX280 certification. EX280 certification. And then similarly, if you want to pursue your path in the cloud native application, then you choose EX188. Again, I'm not going into, due to the time concern, I'm not going into each of these topics and the certification names. But if you still have a lot of doubts, I know you might be having a lot of doubts with respect to this naming convention. But if you still have any doubts, definitely you can reach out to us, and then probably we can have one more session to make you better understand what these courses are and how this works. But this is a very, very high level overview of what should be, which course should be completed in order to get this particular levels. This plays a crucial role. Right? And coming part to AI, you have one course called EX267. Right? So based on these certification, EX200, EX280, EX188, and EX267, based on the streams, you can select whatever stream you want, and then you can be a level 2 person. Right? So currently, as far as I know, you guys are all Red Hat certified system administrator, which is level 2. Right? Now, once you have this level 2 certifications, you need to move into a level 3. So level 3 is an engineering certification, right? So this is somewhat advanced compared to your level 2, right? And if you want to achieve engineer in that particular stream, right? Especially if you look at Ansible, right? If you look at Linux, in the Linux, you need to complete EX342. So this is the one that that is our focus for today, EX342, which is meant for Linux troubleshooting and diagnostics. So if you complete this 342 certification, you will be Red Hat certified engineer on enterprise Linux. Similarly, if you want to be a Red Hat certified engineer in Ansible, then you need to pick EX294. So if you want to become an automation engineer, you complete EX294. Similarly, if you want to become a OpenShift engineer, then your certification should be EX380. Right? On the same lines, if you want to be an engineer on a cloud native applications, you have to complete EX288. And there are no certifications for AI as of now because AI has started, Red Hat has started it recently, right? So currently you don't have any certifications for AI. So if you want to become an engineer in enterprise Linux, go with 342. And if it is Ansible, go with 294. And similarly on OpenShift is 380 and 288. So if you clear any one of these certification, you will be Red Hat certified engineer either on enterprise Linux or on Ansible or on OpenShift or on cloud native applications. Again, as I said, right, first you need to decide the stream, whether you want to be specialized in Linux, Ansible, OpenShift, or cloud native. Based on that, you choose the path and you need to complete the certification path. Okay, so that is the level 3 engineer. So previously, we used to write EX294 to get RHCE, but some people might not be interested in automation, right? They still want to be in enterprise Linux. So for them, this option is very, very good. You can complete the 342 and you will be Red Hat certified engineer in enterprise Linux. So this is how you can achieve the RHCE with respect to specific stream, Linux, Ansible, OpenShift, and Cloud Native. Okay? So this is the level 3 certification. And the next one is level 4, and we call it as specialized certification. So specialization. So you want to become an expert either in Linux or in Ansible or in OpenShift or in cloud native applications, right? So if you want to become specialized in a particular, in a particular domain, right? For Linux, you need to take these courses, EX210, 260. These are all OpenStack, Red Hat Satellite, Red Hat Ceph storage. Right? Again, as I said, right, I'm not going too deep into each of these topics because each of these topics will take at least 1 hour. Right? So, but I'm just giving an overview of how things work in order to get the proper certification. Right? And once you complete this certification, right, you will get Red Hat certified specialist in enterprise Linux. So from system admin, you will become engineers. From the engineers, you become specialists in enterprise Linux. Similarly, if you want to become Ansible specialist, right? So you have to you should complete EX374 or 417 or 457. So these are all on Ansible what you call courses for automating your Windows servers, automating your network devices. All those things will be covered in this particular talks. So you will be expert in those Ansible, and once you complete the certification, you will be specialized in the Ansible, Red Hat Ansible Special Certification. Similarly, in OpenShift, you can go with EX316, which is Red Hat virtualization, OpenShift virtualization, 370, 336, 342. Right? You have a lot of 480, and you have a lot of courses that you need to cover in OpenShift. So once you complete these courses, you will be certified as a specialist in OpenShift. Same goes with application deployment. You need to complete any one of these courses, 188, 183, 221, 240, and all those stuff. Then you get cloud native application specialist. So again, as I said, right, first you need to pick up what is your stream, whether you want to choose the Linux field or Ansible field or OpenShift or cloud native domain. Based on that, you need to pick the certification, and then you need to complete your certifications in order to get the specialization. Right? And finally, you have level 5. So level 5 is a Red Hat certified architect. So this is the highest level of certification that Red Hat is providing. Right? Now in this, if you observe carefully, if you want to become RHCA, right? So you need to have RHCE, right? So you need to have RHCE, and you need to have 3 specialized certifications, right? RHC 1, 2, and 3. So what are those specializations? See, if you observe, if you want to become a Red Hat certified architect in enterprise Linux, right? So bare minimum you need to have EX200, 342, and you need to pass any 3 exams from this list. Then you will be certified. Then you will be certified as an architect in enterprise Linux. Same goes with Ansible. For Ansible, you need to complete EX200 and 294, and you complete any 3 certifications from here. Then you will be Ansible Architect certified. Similarly, in OpenShift, you need to complete 280, 380, and pass any 3 certifications from this course. Then you will be a certified architect in OpenShift. Same goes with cloud native applications. So you need to have the RHCE certification plus 3 specializations in that particular domain. Then you will be called as an architect. Now, why they have changed, why Red Hat has changed this, the way, why they have changed this pattern is because, as I said, right, you will be specialized in a particular domain, Linux, Ansible, OpenShift, and cloud native. Okay? So that for the hiring managers, it is easy to pick the candidate. Okay. Now, so this is how the high level overview of how we use, how Red Hat has changed. See, this is the old certification, right? On the left side, you can see old certification where I will write RHCSA and I will write RHCE, and then usually you can pick any 5 certifications in Red Hat, and then you will get RHCA. And those 5 certifications, right? It can be an Ansible, it can be an OpenShift, or it can be on any technology. So this is where the hiring managers were not able to identify the right candidates. Now, with the new certification model, you have entry level, you have level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. and that too specifically for RHEL, Ansible, OpenShift, Cloud Native, and AI. So if you are a RHCA in enterprise Linux, the managers will hire you if their environment is Linux. If they want architect in OpenShift, they will look for the candidate who has architect certification in OpenShift. So it's pretty much aligned with the technology, right? So the certifications are also aligned towards the industry standards, right? So entry level, you get junior jobs. Level 2, you get senior admin jobs. Level 3, you get infrastructure leads kind of roles. And specialization, you will get a domain expert in like a Linux expert, automation expert, or container or DevOps expert. Architect is where you will be designing, creating, implementing, or architecting the whole enterprise platforms. So based on these roles, these levels will help you to achieve the certification. So this is the one that I wanted to highlight today because this is how the Red Hat has changed the what you call your certification path, right? So you can choose your domain, you can choose your level, and then make sure you complete your certifications based on your domain, right? So this is pretty much crystal clear, certification path, right? Right. So that is all about your certifications, right? And now the next topic is on what's next after RHCSA, right? So let's say most of you guys have completed RHCSA, right? So what is the next certification that you need to go for, right? So the question is, with respect to the latest certification path, your next certification should be, or next learning path should be RH342. So what is the difference between these two courses, RHCSA and RH342? See, RHCSA course basically teaches you how to install Linux, how to create users, how to manage networking, storage, packages, and how to perform day zero and day one operations. And let's say if you're setting up a new environment, right? You will install your VM, you will create a VM, you will install operating system, you install dependencies and all those stuff, right? That is very, very preliminary activities, and we call it as day zero and day one. Your RHCSA is all about day zero and day one activities, right? So if you have already RHCSA certified, you might have learned, right, how to create users, how to install operating system, how to create LVM, storage, and all the stuff, right? So that is pretty much common. But this 342 is focus on it focuses on troubleshooting and fixing the problem. In real time, the major issue is to troubleshoot, right? Like if you have any issues, you should have the knowledge to troubleshoot the issue and fix the issue, right? That knowledge you will get it from 342. So basically, the 342 will teach you day two operations. That is, if a Linux system is broken, how do you fix it? Or while your machine is booting, your machine got stuck. How do you fix it? Right? How do you create root cause analysis? If something happened, definitely the customer will ask you root cause analysis, right? So how do you produce that root cause analysis? If you are installing a package, the package is not installing because of some dependencies. How do you troubleshoot it? Or you cannot SSH to your newly installed machine or an existing machine. How do you fix the networking issues? Or if there is any hardware failure, if one of your hard disks has gone bad on your server, how do you troubleshoot? How do you move the data? Right? So these are all the troubleshooting techniques that you should know in real time. See, day zero operations are pretty much simple. Just install the environment and the operating system. That's it. But the real challenge comes in day two operations, because those are production servers, and you need to be very, very careful in fixing the issues on the production environment. So 342 will help you to find and fix the problems, right? So that is the difference between RHCSA and your RH342 course. And why do we need this course, right? So the challenge is, see, right, the container technologies has started since 2020, right? Before that, we used to have a simple Linux machine, and we used to run a Java application or Tomcat application. Simple. That's it. There is no complexity. And the troubleshooting will become easy because I have only one operating system and one application running, and the troubleshooting will become easier. But now, especially with this DevOps environments or this container technology, you need to troubleshoot not only your enterprise Linux, you need to troubleshoot the issues with respect to DevOps environments, container platforms, AI platforms, hybrid cloud environments, right? Whether if you're running your Linux on an AWS platform, you need to understand how Linux works on AWS platforms, right? How Linux works with NVIDIA to generate the AI ML workloads, right? Similarly, how OpenShift works or how Enterprise Linux supports OpenShift. All these things are the troubleshooting things that you learn in RH342. So 342 will help you to troubleshoot because day by day the environments are becoming complex and complex, right? So to address those complexity or to fix those issues on the complex environments, RH342 will help you to you will get the knowledge, basically the RS342. With that knowledge, you can troubleshoot, diagnose the problems and the outages. Right? So that is the knowledge that you get with the 342. Right? So it helps in two ways. One is you will be a certified engineer if you complete this certification. Second thing, you will get a real-time experience troubleshooting and fixing the issues in real time. Right? Those are the things that you can get with RS342. Right? Now, so this is about this is how you can differentiate RH342 with the RHCSA course. Now, the next topic is what's covered in the RH342. Right. So when it comes to 342, as I said, right, this course is totally towards troubleshooting. Right. So these are the topics that are covered in the RH342. So first is in the module 1, you will be taught about troubleshooting introduction, basic things that you need to troubleshoot. In the chapter 3, we talk about monitoring, logging, and we also check the performance of the system before we troubleshoot and before we proactively fix the issues. In the third chapter, we see the boot issues, like what are the regular boot issues that you encounter in real time whenever you reboot a machine. See, in real time, we don't reboot the servers every day or every month, right? We reboot every 6 months or every year. It depends. It's not a mandatory. So I have seen servers running from last 4 years or 5 years as well, right? When the servers are running too long, right? When you reboot, you don't know whether the server comes up or not because it has not been rebooted from so long, right? So you can't expect the behavior of the server when you reboot. So this module 3 will help you to understand the boot issues, like whenever your machine is not booting up, how you can troubleshoot. That will be covered in chapter 3. Chapter 4, obviously hardware issues, because your operating system runs on hardware, right? Whether it is a memory issue, CPU issue, storage issue, LVM issue, not LVM issue, any kind of CPU, SMPS issue, like power supply issue, network issue, network card issue, or fiber channel card issues. So all those hardware issues will be covered in the chapter 4. In chapter 5, we talk about storage issues, like if your disk is corrupted and you need to move the data from one disk to other disk if you are using LVM, right? So we use LVMs, RHCSA, FC, fiber card troubleshooting. All those will be covered in the chapter 5. Chapter 6, again, RPM issues like if you want to, if you have any issue, how you encounter, like how you troubleshoot the package installation and dependency issues, basically. Like when you install a package, it might need dependencies, right? So you need to fix all those dependencies in order to install the applications. So all those RPM issues will be covered in chapter 6. Chapter 7, it is troubleshooting, network troubleshooting. So you will learn how to troubleshoot the remote connectivity. Like if your remote server is not connecting, so you should do some sort of troubleshooting, right? So that troubleshooting will be taught in the chapter 7. Chapter 8, any sort of application issues, like if you're running a Java application. So if Java, let's say the common issue with Java is out of memory or Java heap size, right? So based on those errors, you will find out, based on the errors from the application logs, you will find out what exactly is the issue, and then you will fix the issue based on the errors. So that is what you learn in the chapter 8. Chapter 9, again, it's purely on SE Linux. So you will learn SE Linux authentication, PAN troubleshooting in order for the users to work with. Right? And last chapter is kernel issues, like if there is any if your kernel is corrupted because of some issues, like it can be after upgrading your cluster, probably your server might gone down because of the kernel crash. So you can take the crash dump and you can analyze the crash dump and you can identify what exactly has caused the crash dump or kernel crash. So based on that, you can identify based on this skill, you can identify the troubleshooting your kernel issues. So these are all the real-time issues. If you observe all of these 10 chapters, right, these are all real-time challenges that you face day in, day out, right? Starting from hardware issues until your application issues. Because as a system admin, you need to know all of these activities, and these are used in the day-to activities, right? Now, so how your RH342 certification will help you? Let's say if you have completed RH342, first of all, you will become Red Hat certified engineer. Okay, so you will become a Red Hat certified engineer in enterprise Linux. That will contribute towards becoming RHCA. So in order for you to become RHCA, you need to be RHCE, Red Hat Certified Engineer. So after your RHCSA, you complete RH342, where you will get RHC certification, and you complete 3 certifications, specialized certification in Linux, and you will become RHCA in enterprise Linux platform. Right? And this is how the current industries are also expecting the candidates to be certified, right? So based, like, this certification will help you to get the knowledge, first thing, and the second thing is which will also help you to achieve your RHCA certification as well. Okay, right? So yeah, so this is what I just want to cover quickly, like what exactly is 342, how it benefits the students, and what are the topics covered in 342, and how this 342 add value to get your RSA certification. And that was a topic, and that was my last slide. And I hope the topic was clear. Let me know if you have any questions. You can unmute and you can ask if you have any questions. Definitely, if you have, I know I have not covered all the courses, right? Because of the interest of the time, I have not covered the courses. But if you are still want to know, go deeper into the certification path, right? So you can ping Srilata, or you can ping any number that you see on the screen right now, or you can email us. So we can have one more session, and understand we can go deeper into the each and every certification topic, and then based on that you can decide you decide your path, whether you want to be in Linux path or Ansible path or OpenShift path, right? So that's it from my side. So any questions from anyone? All right. So yeah, so we'll wait for a couple of minutes.